Hello everyone and welcome to a fresh indie look at Desktop Dungeons. Now this is a game that has been in development for quite some time. I actually purchased it while it was still in alpha undergoing development, and it just got released on Steam the other day, so I wanted to jump into it and show it off a bit. Give me one second, I did forget to kind of alter the volume here a little bit, just so that it would be a nice balance with my voice, hopefully. So what is Desktop Dungeons? Essentially it is a randomized dungeon crawler in which you attempt to take various classes and races through dungeons that are put together at random. In the meantime you have these different areas in your town. Sorry, I'm gonna skip that because I already know what's going on there. We have the Explorers Guild here, which is going to have a variety of puzzles, which are pre-set up. What am I looking for here? Pre-set up puzzles that you need to solve instead of the randomized dungeons that you're normally going to come into. We have, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. We have a few different things that are settlements of the different races we can have. We've got a taxidermist who is going to buy off the trophies that you get when you kill bosses for gold. And then we got buildings for each of our different classes here, which not only has a variety of different challenges for each class, which is actually something new since the last time I played, but also allows you to upgrade the areas to gain the new higher level classes, as well as to gain new items that you can bring with as preparations. Preparations are things that you can bring with you to have items at the beginning of a level that will allow you to essentially make something, or that will essentially allow you to start off with a little bit more than average. So we're going to jump into a relatively easy dungeon here. Venture Cave is level 2. I haven't played this game in ages, so I don't remember exactly what I'm going to be doing. We are going to be a wizard, and we are going to be an elf. Now, if you looked, I know I went through it pretty quick, but the elves get +1 mana for every 70 conversion points. Conversion points are something you can do with excess items. They also start off a little bit more inclined toward magic. Now, we also have a variety of different preparations here. These three will allow us to spawn an altar for one of the gods in the game that we can pray to. These ones will allow us to spawn different weapons for ourselves. Perfect remedy for particularly troublesome foes, destroys one regular enemy and provides base experience for the kill. Non-level XP bonuses apply. Okay, so we could do that. We got Perseverance Badge, Bear Mace, Sword, Shield. We've got 3 different scrolls here that give us different spells we can cast at the beginning. We can have extra attack, mana, or health boosters. We can have the fireball glyph right away. Fewer glyphs, which is higher conversion values for each. More glyphs, which gives you extra glyphs to default dungeon layouts, but conversion values are lowered. We can make it so that a shop spawns for sure. We can make it so that a apothecary spawns to sell potions. We can get a smuggler's den, which will give us low level stuff in a little separate area. Patches of Teddy, which is a random positive and negative effect. Bet on Boss means the market value of this dungeon's boss trophy is increased by 50%. Black Market, all gold piles in the dungeon are +1 value. And then a few more items here that give us a variety of different things. But we're going to start out as if this were a fresher save where we don't have all that stuff unlocked. And we're just going to go about things. So you can see this flame in this little ooze here. If we click on him, I didn't mean to attack actually, but we might as well just kill him. I'm trying to think of how to show off the menu on them. There we go. So if I right click on them, it'll show me a little menu saying that if I hit space, I'll attack him. If I use F, I'll use a fireball, or I can use a potion or a mana potion. So let's use our fireball glyph once, which is going to do just 2 damage, but then we're going to slice him, and that will cause us to get the kill. Now we're going to pick up this item here, Sidestep, which grants a layer of protection. Must be at least 50% health to cast, Warlord's exempt. So you know what, we might as well cast that right now. Essentially what that's going to do is give us death protection. So if we get hit in a way that would normally kill us, we would survive 1 time at 1 HP. And this wall is going to destroy a dungeon wall and give a physical resistance boost, which is useful at times, especially when it comes to trying to find more area to explore if there's a large area blocked off. Now each time we uncover more squares in the dungeon, we are going to uncover more... Oops. There we go. Each time we uncover more squares, we are going to increase our total HP and mana. They go up with, they go up as we move. For each space uncovered, we get a certain amount of it. Let's use a couple of fireballs. Oops. Hit, and then we can use up our death protection to get the kill on him. Now, Gorgons there can be a little bit threatening, because if we look at them... let me back off of that. What they have is Death Gaze, 50%. So if our health is below 50%, what that's going to do is it's going to cause us to immediately die. So this puzzle has... this game definitely has a bit of a puzzly element, in which when you fight something, you need to try to kill higher levels in yourself as much as you can. And also every time that you recover HP, so does the enemy. So with that meat boy right there, if I recover a little bit of HP so I can survive a hit, now he can survive a hit as well. So what we actually probably should just do is use a mana potion real quick so we can fireball him one more time, and then we can beat him. You do want to try to kill things higher level than you, because that means that you get more experience out of it than you would if they were the same level. But at the same time, if you go for something too high of a level, you're going to make it nearly impossible for yourself to survive. So we have found Lord Gob, the Goblin Lord, who is the boss of this dungeon. We also got this glyph here, Get In There, which means that we can get first strike when we use it. This level 5 is probably too strong for us to kill, because our fireball would do... let me click off of him. Fireball is going to do 4 damage default, which is not enough to kill him or get him anywhere near where he can die. So we're going to ignore that level 5 for now, and we are going to explore a little bit farther along this dungeon. You do also want to try to move in a way that's going to keep as much of the dungeon hidden as possible. And that would kill me if I got one more hit. Is that enough to survive? It is, but he's going to survive as well. He's only got 4 health left. That's terrible. He does 11 damage, so we need to have at least 11 health to survive. Okay, and now we can win easily by getting the hit on him, which is going to actually get us very close to another level. In fact, close enough where we might as well just finish it by going after this blob here, which will pop us up to the next level. Now, for right now, we got another glyph up here, which is Blood to Power, meaning that we can change some of our HP regen into mana regen. Can we take on this level 5 now? Maybe. Yes, we can, if I hit space instead of the arrow key. But you do want to try to save things, because when you fight that boss at level 10, there's no guarantee that you can get to level 10 with the dungeon's items. Let's go ahead and buy a mana potion. But you don't have any guarantee that you can get to a full level, up to level 10. Also, you know what, I'm probably not going to use End This Wall, so let's convert that. That's going to give us an extra mana point. Oops, I need to go down here with that. It's actually going to give us 2 extra mana points. So that was definitely worthwhile. We could also probably convert blood to power. I'm not going to use that much either. Need to wait till that little screen goes away there. Come on. There we go. And that'll give us another one more. So now we have a little bit more mana, which means that our 5 cost burn derez we can almost cast 3 times before we need to refill anything. I'm trying to find enemies that are level 4 or higher. There's a level 5 goat. Now if I recall correctly, goats have decent magic resistance, but he went down pretty easily. We're going to continue just exploring, slowly regaining our HP, and moving toward looking for more higher level guys. A pendant of health, if we had 1 more gold, we could buy that, which would give us 10 bonus hit points, which would be useful. Is this the exit? Yes, that's the exit there. You know, we could go over here and see what this glyph is, I guess. It could be more conversion points for us. This is wanna fight, summons existing enemy. It doesn't necessarily say that it is lower level than you, so that may be useful, but we're gonna convert that and get up to 16 mana. That way there we can cast our fireball at least 3 times before we move on. We are exploring a scary amount of the dungeon before doing anything. Bloody Sigil would give us Magical Tattoo, adding 5 to maximum health and boosting regeneration while lowering damage by 10%. Adds 10% bonus damage, can be used to provide death protection, destroys the item. It's really kind of bugging me that we aren't coming across anything that's like a level 5, because I think this level 6 here is going to be too strong for us to take on. Let us come down this way. A level 4, we might as well kill that guy. If we had attacked him straight up, we would have actually gotten what's called mana burn, which is essentially just all of our mana being instantly drained when we attack him. Let's kill this goat. That should give us a level up. Indeed it does. So now we can go after maybe this level 6 meat boy over here. Let's see, we can do fireball, 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 attack, attack. He would kill me a little bit. I think by the time we regen enough health to be safe, yeah, he's gonna have enough health. But if we can get just these 2 more spots here, we should be able to fireball him and then hit him for the kill. Perfect. We got a level 5 meat boy up here. We got an attack glyph, which raises our base physical attack. Not the most useful when you're playing a predominantly magic character, but it is useful in its own right. We might as well also cast Sidestep to have a level of death protection. That could come in handy in the near future. Spoon by the gods is a spoon. This mighty eating utensil of legend offers +1 base damage. Not all that interested in that, honestly. So now that we're level 5, there's nothing really level 6 around. I don't know if we can quite kill that level 7 golem. We can also come down here. I do want to buy this Pendant of Health. That is a pretty good item to have. Let's explore just a little bit to get our health back to full. Good. Let us go see what we can do against this guy. What is his resistance here? Magic resists 50%, so our magic is not going to do very high damage against him. And he can kill us in 3 hits because of our death protect. Let's see if we can make this happen. So now he still has just enough to survive our fireball. Which if we could, or no, we can do a fireball, and he doesn't have enough to survive it. I take that back. So we got rid of that guy. We did lose our death protect, but we can always try to cast that again. Let us go up here. That's an extra mana. We also have a secret passage as well as some more mana and health for us. Let's cast Sidestep so we can be death protected one more time. I don't see any level 6s. Let's see what's in our secret. Or actually, let's save the secret passage for now. My general strategy with that is to save that until it comes to a point where there's nothing left to explore in the main part of the dungeon, because that allows you to regen some health, usually in a different way. Do we have any level 6s around? There should be something around here. There's a health potion. And at this point I'm just exploring way too much of the dungeon looking for higher level stuff. There's a blob. He has physical resist 50%, but his magic resist is not there. So we can easily take him out and level up. Now level 6, let's come over this way. I should also add that if you use the mouse, you can actually just tell yourself to walk the most direct path to a square. I'm using the keyboard because it's a little bit easier to do while recording, but you can do it that way. This guy has first strike, so no matter what we do, he's going to attack us before we attack him. We can kill him easily. Let us regen our health, get this mana potion and some more gold. One more mana will fill us up. Those little yellow blobs, by the way, indicate that there's an altar right there. I don't have much experience actually dealing with the piety and god system in this game, although I know it can be very useful, but that's why I haven't really made a focus to get over there. Bloody Sistle, 5 to maximum health, boosting regeneration. Warrior's Mark, let's do this because it can also be used as death protect. Oh, we only have 11 gold, we can't buy that. Okay, never mind, we won't do that. Now that we're level 6, we might be able to take out this level 7 Meat Boy. Let's cast our fireballs, do our attacks. Now, we could do this, we would be 27. That actually wouldn't use up our death protect. So, you know what, we're going to go ahead and do that. We killed the level 7, which gives us a little bit of extra experience. We're getting close to leveling up again. Let's just show the altar. It's Tiki-Tuki, who is the most frustrating god to deal with in the game. Most of them have kind of certain things that they like to see. Tiki-Tuki tends to be more so a just kind of whatever he feels like, which can be really hard. He tends to add a lot of buffs to enemies just to kind of mess with you. Let's go up this way. There's a level 9. That's probably too strong to take on, especially since I'll have magic resist. We're running out of blank squares to explore here, which kind of worries me. And each time we walk over these, I believe actually gives us, yeah, 1 piety. I forgot to add that when I pointed them out. Level 6. Can we take on this level 8 snake here? Poison. If we did fireball, 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 we would win but be poisoned, but we're also going to level up, which is going to negate that poison. Let's go fight this blob up here, the level 8. We should be able to handle that decently well. Fireball, 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 attack. Good. Now we are getting a bit low on squares to regen health here, which is where kind of another element of strategy comes into play, which is that a lot of these low-level enemies that we have aren't going to be able to actually hit us. So why we don't attack the ones that are lower level or the same level as us as early is because we can then use those guys when we get close to a level up to give us that last bit of experience to make it happen. And that's going to allow us to kind of move through things a little bit safer. Let's go take on this blob. We might be able to take him. We can indeed with a barely win. And then that'll shatter 1 level of death protection. Do we have... if we get... Oh, it actually already used my... Or no, the one that gave us death protection was the one down here still. This one, the Badge of Honor. We can't quite afford it. We need a little bit more gold, unfortunately. It's a level 5... what am I looking for here? A level 5 Gorgon. So we can regen a little bit more on this square, as well as by killing this level 2 Meat Boy, which we can do in just 1 hit easily. So I think at this point, let's see how we could fare against this level 8 Meat Boy. If we do this Fireball is going to do not very much to him. I would bring him down to 194. We could cast that twice before we ran out of mana. That wouldn't be nearly enough to make us survive in a fight against him. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to go into this passage up here, which does in fact have a little bit of revealing to do. Does that give us enough gold to get the badge that acts as Death Protect? We're also going to cast our own Death Protect ones. Plus 10 damage, click to use. So once our sidestep is used up, we can click on that to use up its Death Protect. And that is going to give us a little bit extra. Now unfortunately this isn't a very big passageway area, but it is enough for us to get maxed back out and have 1 square of regen left. So let's see if we can fight this level 8 right now. If we use Fireball... It's going to take us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits to kill him normally. It would take him 4 hits to kill us. Let's see what we can do. I think we can pull this off. And yeah, this is going to be a level. And we actually didn't have to use up our Death Protect, which is awesome. So now that we're at level 8, what we might want to do, this golem would easily kill us, especially considering our magic is going to do very little to him. So that's not a very good decision to do. What we can do is... I don't want to be selected on him anymore. Let me select something else. There we go. What we can do is to go over here to this boss. Start fireballing him a bit. Attack him the twice that we can. Now we are going to go about getting to things that we can kill easily, trying to get a level back. We'll be petrified if we go at that. I forgot about that factor. Let us just kill up things that we can. Ooh. I read that it said petrified and I still attacked. I forgot that with us being low health that was going to happen. We had potions and stuff, so we could have beaten that dungeon if we had done a little bit better at the end there. So this is kind of your stat screen, just showing each level that you got, what items you got, what enemies you killed, each time you leveled up and everything. This is going to show us how many tiles of mana we got, and how much regen from health we got, how much regen from mana we got, and then how many tiles we wasted out of what we could have gotten there to show off kind of your efficiency. So a nice little full details stat screen there at the end. Before we go, I do want to... Glorious Kingdom Administrator, have you seen class challenges yet? I'd like to have you take a quick look at the guild over here. No thank you. I don't want to. Go away. New building available. Hail, most industrious Kingdom Administrator. Local blacksmith, unsatisfied with the extremely poor sales of farming equipment, has a business proposal to bolster the heroes of your kingdom. When you're interested, pay a visit to the supply store. What is the supply store? And what do you have for me? Supply store? I don't see a supply store. I see Explorers Guild. What am I looking for here? Bazaar. Guild, Human Settlement. I don't see this place that I was just talked about as being a new building. Well, anyway, we're going to show off some of the puzzle mode here. Let's just go into whichever one sounds good. Let's say a godly giggle. No, because that's Tiki Tuki. I don't like Tiki Tuki. Magical Mystera. Let's do this. Intro to Mystera. So how this is going to work is you are going to start out in the middle of this area, and you're going to have a set amount of enemies and a set amount of stuff that you can do to make things work. So Mystera Anor is the half-mad goddess of magic, a deity who abhors violence and only reluctantly takes side in conflict. She's open-minded about spellcasting of all kinds, but reacts poorly when practitioners turn against one another. So that is something to remember in that burn one and strike another. I may reward you for your duty, though I shall scream and weep. So essentially what this is telling us is that the point of this puzzle and the point of this god is that for enemies that aren't magical practitioners, say this goat here, we want to cast Fireball to kill them, and that's going to give us piety. We actually are a little bit short on mana to cast again. That didn't actually give us anything back, so I guess we can just strike him. And then for the Gorgons here, these are enemies that we aren't going to want to use magic on because they're magic casters themselves. That would end up with us petrified. Do we have any other items? Go to my inventory. No. So how am I supposed to regen anything to make this work? Oh, you know what? I have piety, so I can do gain max MP. Mystera will overall increase your magic capacity by 1 mana. That doesn't really help me. So how do I want to go about this? Because if I strike that, I'll be petrified. I obviously can't take the boss of the puzzle yet. You know what? We're going to hit R to we're going to use the puzzle wand to reset here. Because I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about this. So those extra mana things don't really help all that much because we can't actually make use of them. Let's attack the Gorgon. Attack another Gorgon. Now if we attack this one, we would be petrified. We wouldn't die, but we'd be petrified. Now we want to use Fireball against him, then attack. Okay, got that. Use Fireball against him. We don't have enough. But we can attack once and win anyway. Which is still not quite enough to get to the next level, which doesn't help me. I mean, there's no way that we can get enough piety for most of these things. We can get magic, but that's not going to fill up our magic. That will only help once we level up. Which, yeah, that's not going to work. How do we want to go about this? You want to pick this up. Burn Duress takes 6 instead of 5 like it was with our mage. So we can't kill all 3 of these ones without using magic on one of them. And if we use magic, I don't think we get piety from it. Oh, maybe we do. But that's still not going to help me. Because now I've used my only use of that. By the time I get here, I'm less than 50% and die anyway. I attack the goats and I'm still 1 HP short. I'm still 1 experience short of moving on. How am I supposed to get this? Oops. So we start out with 2 piety. That takes 5 and gives plus 20? Or maybe that's what it costs after the first one. And we need to be able to kill this guy with fireballs. For the main part at least. And have a little bit more HP. So we need to burn one and strike another. Burn him and strike the Gorgon. Strike the next Gorgon. I don't get it. Like, if when I got the extra mana, it refilled some, I could easily go, you know... Fireball would almost kill that. It wouldn't even kill it. How am I supposed to do this? Because that doesn't give me piety when I just strike them. It does give me piety when I use Fireball on the guy there. Well, that didn't help me in any way. Okay, so we're gonna try this one more time before we try a different one. Is there anything that I'm missing around here? Burn one and strike another. What does it give me when I give this guy? That gives me +3 piety too. So when I use the magic, it gives me +3 piety no matter what. Spending mana pleases Mystera. She'll keep track of your per point usage. You've converted to a new god and paid the required penalty. Now, if I were to Fireball this guy, I don't get anything different for that. And that just makes it harder to kill all this stuff. Petrified. I don't understand how this is beatable. Usually I can get these puzzles much quicker. Let's try one more thing actually. Four points of magical damage per character level. These guys have 5 health. That's not giving me anything. Fireball gives me 1. But if I take magic, it doesn't actually give me that extra mana. It gives me a bonus max mana, but not an extra refilled mana. So it doesn't help me because I still can't use Fireball. And I need to do that eventually because it's going to be how I get... Oh! That makes sense now. Okay. Okay, I'll go back and redo that again real quick just to explain why that worked. So I forgot about Burn Erase, is that it can essentially burn your enemies. So if I were to use it on this one here, it's going to inflict burning, which means that it takes additional magic damage when attacked. But if we attack him, then it doesn't really do anything. So if we attack a different one, it still takes that 1 magic damage, but goes back and kills that. That's why I was getting it wrong. I forgot that you could do that. Also, I messed up last time by not taking the magic perk here. So that's going to give us +1 mana. Now we kill goat, we kill other goat, and then we come over here to this guy, and we go Fireball once, Fireball twice, and we win. Okay, that took longer than I expected it to, but it is also, you know, job well done eventually. So essentially, that's a pretty basic look at the basics of Desktop Dungeons. This is available for $15 on Steam. I know there are probably some people out there who don't know if this is worth $15 in value. I will say now that it's on Steam, I don't know how much more I'm going to play it. I still have a lot to do, but I also played a lot of this game in its earlier versions. But you can get a lot of time in this game. It's something you can sit down with, just play it real quick for 15-20 minutes to have some fun with it. It's something that, you know, you can redo over and over again, try to do better, try to do it with all the different classes. So it may not look like there's much content, but the sheer variety of different strategies you can employ with, you know, sorry, how many different classes do we have here now? Let's see, if we choose this one, we've got 18 classes you can use. So, you know, there is a lot of stuff that you can try to do between those different classes. And try to, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've only unlocked 15 of the classes. There are actually 3 more that I don't have. But yeah, so you can definitely have, or you can definitely see that there is a good deal of content if you want to try to push for everything being done. If you just want to do, you know, the basics, play a game occasionally, and then, you know, not try to be completionist, you might find it hard to get $15 worth of value out of it at first. You know, I think if you play through a decent amount of time, you'll have more than enough time to get a good amount out of it. You know, if you don't just play it once and then never play it again, but if you play it a couple times, go forward a couple months, play it another couple times, I think you'll get $15 worth out of it. So that's going to do it for my look at Desktop Dungeons. If you are interested, as mentioned, this game is available on Steam. I will put the link in the description. I hope you've enjoyed the video, despite my horrible failure in that dungeon we did. An even more horrible failure at forgetting how the fire glyph could work. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you later.